What is up, everybody? Doing a deck profile for the June 2023 format. This is what I've been playing at my locals last couple weeks. It's branded, 3 Looper, pretty much standard. 1 Tragedy, 1 Ad-Lib. Don't know about keeping Ad-Lib in the deck, but it does help sometimes late in the game, depending on how the game is going. 1 Rebellion, 1 Sarnier. Rebellion searches out Sarnier. Sarnier dumps the brand Speller traps to the graveyard. You kind of need to play the Rebellion as part of the gimmick puppet lock that we have to play it now. 3 Fun of Albaz, 1 Albion, 1 Recurrier. I think this is basically the standard for the branded deck at this point. 2 Cartesias and a Quem to round out the Albaz-related monsters. So Cartesia is a walking fusion summon on legs. You can use fusion from either your field or your hand. Quem is both a Dogmatica and a Despia. And when she's summoned, you can Foolish Barrel a card that mentions Albaz. If it's normal or special summon, you said 1 Fallen of Albaz or 1 card that mentions it from the deck to the graveyard. If card or cards leave the extra deck except during damage, you can special an Albaz or a monster with the same attack and defense as itself. So you can use her effect to resummon out Cartesia from the grave as part of the combo to do the puppet lock. Puppet for the lock, Dark Magician to make Dragoon. Hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 2 Imperm. I don't know if I'm going to continue to play Drolls. I might. This deck hasn't been working as well for me the last couple weeks at locals, so I might have to change it up a little bit. But that's later. 3 openings, 3 fusions, branded lost, branded red. That's it for the branded named spells. Lost fusion summons. This summons out a Looper or Quem, plus protection for your fusion monsters. Lost is protection for to make sure your fusion summons get through, as well as nets you either Cartesia or Quem or Mercurier from your deck just to keep resources shuffling through. 3 fusion deployments. Reveal a fusion monster from your extra deck, summon unnamed material. For the most part, I use it to either summon out Albaz or summon out Cartesia. If need be, you can use it to summon out Dark Magician, which could come up, it could not. 3 crossouts. Simply put, crossout is to completely guarantee your branded fusion gets by, because we do play the Ash, and most people are going to Ash the branded fusion, even if you have lost on the field. This is to make sure it goes through. Also, post side, you can keep these in side deck dimensional barrier. So if your opponent flips D barrier and calls fusion on you, you can activate crossout, banish the D barrier to negate it. Gold Sark, I mainly use this to banish Tragedy if need be to get another search. I might cut this, I don't know what for. And lastly, for the main deck, Retribution to get back your branded openings, maybe branded fusion. For the most part, you can use it to get branded fusion deck. For the extra deck, 2 Mirror Jades, pretty standard, I think. 2 Albions, again. Because Diablos is no longer in the game, I went back down to 1 Rebellion. 1 Sprint in case of Kashtira. They use Shangri-La to special the Fenrir back to their side of the field. Summon Albaz effect, fusion it up, and make sprints so that we have something, and you can get it off the field. Run Room, Glory. Glory, when it searches the graveyard, you can search a Tri Brigade or an Albaz. If this is sent to the graveyard, I am definitely going to add the Mercurier if I haven't already. In the last build I played of this, I played 2 Mercurier. Being able to search and negate is pretty good. Lastly, for the Albaz fusions, Saintfire. Saintfire is how we have played the lock now, due to Expulsion being banned, which Expulsion being banned, yes, it hurt the deck, but having access to a walking Expulsion just balances it out, honestly. 1 Dust Dragon, 1 Cortesia, 1 Dragoon, 1 Draco Stapelia, 1 Guardian Chimera, and 1 Lulu. Lulu I'm probably going to take out because I don't make it. Don't know what for. Maybe a Super Poly target or another fusion. Don't know yet. Dragoon's a negate. Quartet is to summon off Dust Dragon, or you can hard make it. Being able to make your opponent's field 0 attack for a turn can make you go for the game, or it can make your opponent stop in their tracks. Dragoon is a ignoring negate. Draco Stapelia is a negate. Guardian Chimera is an interruption that you make off branded red. That's it for the deck. I suppose I can show you the combo, I guess, for the new Puppet Lock. Just let me put my deck back together here real quick. So, like, bare minimum to do the combo for the Puppet Lock, I believe is what you need is a Quem and Brain Infusion, and this is bare minimum. So, for example, you can normal Quem, or you should normal Quem to start, or special Quem off brand opening if you have it. But Quem effect, send Cortesia, and this is all going to assume no hand traps, by the way. Send Cortesia to the grave, activate the Brain Infusion, send Lubellion and Albaz to the graveyard, summon out Albion, right, flipped, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Quem, target Cortesia. This is going to fusion summon, so you bring back Cortesia to your side of the field. Albion's going to fusion summon, you make Saintfire. That's Spanish, so deck here. Okay. From here, tribute Albion for Lubellion. You can use Lubellion effect to put Branded Lost back on the field. Put Branded Lost on the field. Use Cortesia to fusion summon. Make Dusk Dragon. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Lost can just search you the Mercurier off the bat. So this is going to be in your hand. Dust Dragon is going to send Nightmare. Then at the end phase, you can get Cortesia back to your hand because Fusion was into the graveyard. Albion triggers, you can just set... I don't know. You can set like a Branded Red, Branded Opening, whatever piece you're missing. Then during your opponent's draw phase... Or not during your opponent's draw phase. And that's... Yeah, this is basically the lock. You don't even have to... Yeah, you'd have multiple cards in hand at this point, plus also, let's say, use Branded Opening. That changes, but as soon as you have, like, a target in grave, or not even another target, yeah, no, you don't even need another target. Just simply, during your opponent's draw phase, I'm sorry about this, during your opponent's draw phase, use Saintfire, special Gimmick Puppet on their side, and special back Lubellion or Albion, your pick. Doesn't particularly matter which one you bring back, as long as you give them the puppet, and thus they are locked out for the turn. They can't special summon. And plus you have a negate in hand, so if they use a monster effect, such as like Effect Veiler or something, you can just negate it with Mercurier. So yeah, that's essentially how the lock is now played is instead of explosion, you play a Sandfire, and you have to summon Clem. That's just generic summon Clem. You could open up a few different other ways, and it'll still get you the same field. Plus, depending also on how you open, you could end up with, I believe, a Mirror Jade as well as the lock. So, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.